squirrels, welcome to the CayVin Universe. Thank you for joining us if you're returning. If you are new to the show, though, my name is Kay, and this is Vinny, mi jefe.
Yeah, hello. How you been?
I've been okay. Yeah, that's just like I was gonna add to, like, that's just one of those words that, like, when you learn a new word, you can't stop saying it.
Jefe, what does that mean?
It means boss.
Yeah, see,
so we didn't actually, I didn't mean it, but.
Oh yeah, see, I don't even know Spanish, regardless as many people think. You know, my name being Vinny, some people come up to me and they say, "Hey, Vinny," like Vinny Barbarino. Some people come up to me like, "Hey, Vinny, my cousin Vinny from Jersey Shore." And there's people come up to me and say, "¿Qué pasó, amigo?" I'm like, I don't even speak Spanish, dude.
So
you know, my parents spoke Spanish fluently, and they never taught me and my brothers. Why? Because I think they wanted to, have a way to talk shit about us right in front of us.
Definitely. That definitely makes sense.
So hopefully, a lot of people that grew up in Hispanic households that don't know Spanish will relate. But anyway, what's going on today, babe?
There was one thing that I was going to ask you, and it was because it's just something that I discovered today. And is there like an album, like a music album that like you can 100%...
100%. Sorry, I don't speak Walmart.
That was so ugly. That you can 100% say that you know every single song. And you can like sing them all if you need to.
Afterlife by Avenged Sevenfold?
Really? The whole album?
Probably.
Nice.
Or Nightmare by Avenged Sevenfold. Maybe a lot of Avenged Sevenfold.
Okay, yeah.
Or the Hollywood Undead Swan Songs by Hollywood Undead. Yeah, there's a few.
Nice.
What about you?
Oh, see, I just realized today that I know every single song on the Sour album.
Oh, by Olivia Rodrigo?
By Olivia Rodrigo,
yeah. Does she come out? Is that her only album?
No, they're Sour and Guts.
Oh, Guts
just came out.
Did it suck?
No, I just...
Which one was better?
Sour.
Really? You think so?
Yeah.
So Guts was kind of like jobber. It's like when you make a great movie and then you try, and the sequel just doesn't deliver.
Yeah, and you know what? Like there's a lot of songs on Guts that I know. There's probably just like one or two that I just don't listen to regularly.
Well, I feel like that's on par for every album. I feel like if any album by any band, like you could say, or any artist, you could say, I love that artist so much, but there's always gonna be 2 or maybe 3 songs that you're like, yeah, I'm not fucking with that. Yeah. Especially if you have like Slipknot. God, a lot of their songs are just like 1 minute random interludes of just Corey Taylor just screaming randomly, and I don't mess with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like for most people, they like most albums, it's like there's always 2 or 3 that you're like, eh.
I feel like that's me with like Taylor Swift, because like I wouldn't say that like I'm a Swiftie because I'm not. I'm just a fan of Taylor Swift, and it's like, oh, and like her new album just came out, and it's like currently today, like I think I really only like 3 of them. No, I have not given the whole album a listen, but I mean, who has time for that?
But Taylor Swift, regardless, she has like fucking 30 hits.
That's so true.
Yeah.
She has 30 different vinyls albums.
Didn't Billie Eilish like hit on her about that?
Something like that, but apparently Billie Eilish came out and said like, no, I'm not talking about her. Because I think she realized that, oh my god, Taylor Swift's a witch. She can destroy me.
Yeah, she probably got bitch loud behind the scenes.
She can do some voodoo on me.
Did you hear about that New York portal shutting down? The
one we just talked about?
Yeah, last week. Yeah, I wanted to bring that up.
It only took a week.
Yes. Well, it's coming back. It didn't really get shut down. It kind of got like It's like a video game, but they kind of just got deactivated for a few weeks. Kind of gave people a rest, and kind of like, hey, you guys are banned from this portal, and then, but it's bringing attention, and it's an RP, so we're gonna open it back up eventually.
Is there a reason why?
I don't know. There's stuff like this, all the trolling. Look at this. So this is probably the main reason why. It's basically because all the trolling traction that's getting on social media doesn't like the attention. That the city doesn't like the attention that it's getting. Things like that. I know, right? Where's that angle from that one? From the other side. Where's that? This person right here. Where's that angle? Upload that to X.
To X. That's so bad. So, I mean, I can understand. Americans are immature.
Yeah, so we can't have nice things. It's been on temporary shutdown, and we'll open back up. Speaking of big old titties, I got this video of Mia Khalifa because I know that's your favorite. Anytime I pull up a video of her.
Hi, what's your name and where are you from?
Hi, I'm Mia Khalifa. I'm from Lebanon.
What do you do for a living, and what is your dream life?
I am a jewelry designer. I'm wearing my jewelry right now, and I'm living my dream life.
Amazing. Maybe say the name of your jewelry if you want to share.
It's called Shaitan. You can find it at shaitan.world.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So she's a jewelry designer. I never knew this. Wow.
One of her many ventures.
How great.
How original.
I just love that you hail me a Khalifa.
Because it's just like, yeah, like, I just don't understand why she's like, oh, she'll try and act like, oh, that wasn't me back then. That was Patricia. It's like, no, like, bitch, that was you getting freaking railed.
Jesus. Speaking of railed.
What even? Oh. Oh,
no. This is worse than the Ugandan mud wrestling. So these are like dudes that like, this is like New York freaking parks.
This is Central Park
And
mayhem.
they are literally breaking their bodies, wrestling on a hard-ass floors, giving each other power drivers right on their head for what?
Damn, and it looks like they took over the playground, too.
I bet you
Oh, no, not Slim Shady.
Oh, my God, that's so bad.
I wonder if they have ring names.
Oh, God. I bet you every one of them is like, oh, WWE is going to see this inside me. Triple H is going to see this. I'm going to be in the WWE.
Not before you get paralyzed.
Exactly. Oh. Ooh.
Oh, no.
Oh, pedigree, speaking of which. Oh, God, Jesus. What was even that? That was like a pedigree freaking destroyer.
Yeah. Pedigree
Oh,
destroyer.
my God. Oh. Gee, this is like the first time I've seen this far in this video. Oh, my gosh.
This is a long video. How long have they been doing
Yeah,
this?
every one of these guys.
Is this over the course of weeks or all in one day?
I don't even know. Every one of these guys thinks they're getting signed. And that's not even, that's concrete with just that little, oh, that's, okay. That was a little too, oh my God.
You know these.
What? Like I've always said, you can say I'm going to slam you, but once you, that hurts.
Yeah,
that
you
hurts.
know they're sore the next day.
I don't even know these guys. Yeah. Every one of those guys thinks they're going to be in WrestleMania 41.
No, they're still thinking 43, 44, 45, 46.
You remember when things were better, when things like this was going on? Remember these trends? You remember that cart challenge? Did you ever do that? What year was that? That was like during the pandemic, right?
What?
That challenge where you had the crate challenge where everyone was doing, where they were like stepping on the crates.
Oh yeah, that was when people were losing their mind.
Yes, this dude literally, when he kicked it, look at this. He's like literally, that did not end well. He's like levitating.
I was gonna say, he looks like he's getting exorcismed. He looks like he's going into the light.
Oh my gosh.
That's so bad.
Yeah, maybe that was better times, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't that better times? No, I don't know.
No.
I feel like everything
pandemic?
after 2020 is
Honestly.
except their child.
Yes.
Only great thing.
Exactly.
You know.
Yep.
Speaking of, I mean, well, I don't know. I mean to get political, but have you seen RFK? What do you think about RFK?
I think I don't want to get political either, right? I was gonna be like,
no.
neutral.
Honestly, this is not political because RFK is jacked. Have you seen how jacked RFK is?
Hopefully better than our.
Look at this dude. RFK is
Who's Gramps?
jacked. Somebody come get your grandpa.
Somebody come get Gramp Kennedy.
Is that Mark Bell? Oh no,
Oh,
no,
wow.
it clearly doesn't say Mark Bell.
No, babe, that's right.
He just did a video with Mark Bell. That's why. Look at that. He practically has six pack. This is kind of, like I said, I don't want to get political, but this is the kind of president I want.
Right?
Like everybody says, everybody knows debates are bullshit. Everyone knows debates are facade, a shiny toy. It's basically the boomer sport. It's the boomer Super Bowl. The boomer World Series is a debate, and I've actually heard this from an actual boomer. So millennials can say it, millennials / Gen Z can say it, and
I'm right on
boomers
the
can
edge,
say
people.
it. Yeah, so I literally
I'm edging.
am pretty good friends with the boomer. that I talk to regular, and yeah, even he says the debates are basically a facade. So why don't we, instead of the debates, why don't we have these president-elects just have just a lift off, just 3 lifts, just bench press, squat, and deadlift.
Or like the Olympics.
Yes, something. Yeah, it's basically like a powerlifting meet or something.
The White House Olympics.
The White House Olympics. I'm down for that. That's great, babe. Look at this guy. Yeah,
I'd
that's
like to see...
if it was down to pure White House Olympics, RFK's your man.
Yeah, he gets 1 gold medal.
Yeah.
I like to see Mr. Byron do a push-up.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine?
I don't even want to say.
No. Oh
Jesus.
God.
Mr. Byron.
Honestly. Yeah, Mr. Byron. My little nickname.
Mr. They got money to spend.
My little silly nickname.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You saw that video?
Yeah, whenever he was like, it was a CNN video. I don't think we have it even pulled up, and I don't want to waste time.
No, I don't want to get pissed off again.
Yeah, but yeah, CNN video when that lady was like, how do you feel about Americans, the groceries, and inflation with grocery bills being up to 30%, Americans can't afford groceries. He's like, oh, it frustrates me that they have to pay more, but they got the money to spend. Like,
I bet like 90% of the population he's talking about will beg to differ.
Exactly.
That's just sad.
I know. I don't want to get off on political inside baseball there.
Yeah.
I don't know what else is going on. This is the thing about now that we're trying to have weekly episodes, is we might run out of shit to talk about.
This might be where sometimes you won't even know it's a recycle episode.
Yeah,
we use what we didn't get to.
Yeah, so if you're a listener or a silent listener, as we know a lot of you are, send in your questions and shit.
You know what? I actually been wanting to know about
send in your
this
topics
one.
And whatever. I'm sorry.
This one has caught my eye, and I'm curious on your take. What's this Adam Sandler versus Eddie Murphy versus Will Ferrell?
Oh, yeah. So basically how we do the episode now is we have just a giant list of stuff, and whatever we feel like talking about, we talk about. So I guess you pulled that out, Jess.
Yeah.
No, this is just, going back to this, that, or something. I always like to include a little this, that, or something just to show that those aren't dead.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one that I had written down. If we had to choose between 3 of like the top comedians we'll see, these are, because like Eddie Murphy, you can argue is more of a stand-up comedian. Well, we'll get to that. So basically, yes, Adam Sandler versus Eddie Murphy versus Will Ferrell. What would you just say off the top of your head?
Off the top of my head, I'm gonna say Adam Sandler.
Okay.
But I do like. I would say I think I like more Will Ferrell movies than the ones with Adam Sandler.
No.
It's kind of tough. You know what it is? I think it might be his newer stuff. And I feel like anything that Will Ferrell is in is funny. But then again, so is Adam.
No, there's a lot of shit Will Ferrell's in that's a flop.
Oh, like what?
Shit, you got me there.
Oh, the other guys?
Get Hard. Yeah, the other... I see, we just named 2. Oh, no, the other guys from Mark Wahlberg. That's actually funny.
Oh.
What the fuck are these fucking... The rain brings nature, people. We had
Blades of Glory?
We had a lot of rain in Texas, and brought out all the creatures, and Houston got it pretty bad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we feel for those people there. Prayers and thoughts. However far that goes, how that goes, people. But no.
I was literally talking about Will Ferrell movies, and you start talking about Houston.
I'm sorry.
I was like, Blades of Glory.
Sorry, I feel for people and have empathy.
I know. So do I.
All right, let's just... What were you saying?
That Will Ferrell has jobber movies, and you were saying that you didn't know.
Well, yeah, we named
Blades
2.
Of Glory.
Blades of Glory was all right. Blades of Glory was pretty good.
Land of the Lost. That one was
Jobber.
Good. No. I love Land of the Lost.
No,
that one was good. Don't listen to him.
Oh man, because Talladega Nights overall, let's be honest, Talladega Nights overall sucked. It just had a few classic scenes in there that were great, but overall that movie sucked. Get Hard with Kevin Hart, like I was saying, that movie jobber, but Adam Sandler just banger after banger after banger after banger. But Will Ferrell or Eddie Murphy, that's what I mean. Still Name one bad Eddie Murphy movie. Even Eddie Murphy transcended comedy and like to oh my god, I got it. Beverly Hills Cop. It was kind of a comedy, but it was still more of like an action role, like, and then he does like kind of like comedy horror roles like Haunted Mansion and stuff. Mansion, yes. Like Eddie Murphy kind of transcended, and then Eddie Murphy too. You can argue, did Will Ferrell? I think Adam Sandler did Saturday Night Live. I think Will Ferrell did Saturday Night Live too. But like, did they actually do stand up? Adam Sandler had like the singing, like comedy songs he would do, but Eddie Murphy like. He literally swung it out the park with stand-up comedy and then was like, okay, I'm done with this. I'm going to go do movies now, and then crushed it with movies. Yeah. So overall, if you're going to say overall comedian, you would say Eddie Murphy. But if you would say movie-wise, you would go Adam Sandler. Yeah. Will Ferrell is always third.
No. Okay, so since you're ranking them 1 through 3, I'm going to rank them 1 through 3. And I'm going to say Adam Sandler, Will Ferrell, Eddie Murphy.
Okay. But one more point I want to make. Adam Sandler, his movies, he really doesn't have that many strong supporting roles. He literally hires his own friends for his movies and people like... Yes, exactly. And Rob Schneider
is a stapler.
Will Ferrell in every single movie is only as good as his counterpart. Will Ferrell needs someone that's just as good in a movie to play a second part because he can never lead man on his own.
Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore, what?
Yeah, Drew Barrymore.
What about that?
Oh, you're talking about like he needs somebody else in the movie with him, right?
No, like he always has like a friend or like, some kind of person in the movie but it's as far as star wise, it's just like it's a bigger star because you need a support. Will Ferrell needs a strong supporting role. Adam Sandler can do all those roles on his own. Of course, you need like a female counterpart. That's always a given. I don't mean that. I mean like another guy friend role. Or another like somebody like Will Ferrell always needs somebody to rely on to kind of like bounce comedy off of work.
Okay.
As to Adam Sandler can just make comedy on his own. He doesn't need a supporting role. He can be lead man and supporting role.
Wow. Okay, you convinced me there because I never noticed that pattern until you said something, but now I can understand that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. Actually, I cannot see clearly because I lost my glasses. It's been 24 hours.
So we were supposed to record this podcast an hour ago, but we spent an hour looking for your glasses.
Yep.
Because you're Velma over here. I can't see you without my glasses.
The Velma.
Yeah.
So that's the one that freaking lost the Ray-Bans that I bought you.
Oh my god! They're somewhere in the woods. We just gotta find out.
Okay, at least I know mine are probably safe somewhere because I always wear them.
Maybe in a million years, somebody will walk across these lands and find those and be like, "Oh, this belonged to a human a million years ago."
Ray-Ban.
Ray-Ban.
Or the language is gonna be so evolved by then. The sunglasses are now gonna.
Thou Ray-Ban.
Now you just turn English.
Oh gosh, what's wrong, baby? You haven't touched your slossicle.
The slossicle.
Would you eat a coleslaw popsicle?
Hell no. The only way to eat coleslaw is to throw it in the trash.
I like coleslaw. Have you had coleslaw on a burger?
No.
Pretty good because coleslaw is basically just like vegetables with mayonnaise. So, like, you put that on a burger?
It, like, you have to add, like, vinegar and shit to it.
Just mayonnaise, vinegar, some carrots, some cabbage, some onion.
I would prefer my salad to not have vinegar. What's your favorite salad dressing?
Caesar.
Oh, that's right. Remember that one time we went to Jason's Deli and you were like, can I have Caesar? And they brought you, like, a honey mustard or something?
Yeah, the girl was so confident. She's like, oh, here you go. And I'm like, I literally sat down and I was like, this is not Caesar. I was so pissed. I should have told her. I should have went back and threw it in her.
Can't do that.
I'm just kidding. She was a nice person.
You don't even remember.
No, I don't. But still.
Oh, man.
Do you have any more videos?
I don't think so.
Oh, well, something I started on the Squanchy Show. This is I want to start playing just like rent-free reels that live in my head. This is one of them.
That is so scary.
Oh God, it wasn't even on the thing.
Can you imagine?
We
Oh my
haven't
God,
had
was
on
that the first? Was that on the first one
that's
too?
gonna mess up the whole thing. Well,
Are you serious?
yeah, it's alright. I'll deal with it. How did we not notice? How did we not notice that? We literally played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reels, and we didn't notice that it wasn't in sync with the freaking recording device. Come on, babe. You're supposed to be You're supposed to be the person looking out for this stuff.
Sorry. Is it really
No,
gonna
I'm
mess it
just
up?
kidding. Oh my God, you're so sweet.
I feel
It's
terrible
literally
now.
not your fault whatsoever, but yet I say it's your fault. You're like, oh, I'm sorry. What trauma do you have? Who hurt you?
Oh my God.
We need to talk about this. This is a deep-rooted
This
issue.
is not a therapy session.
All right.
I want to go on a cruise every time I see that video.
Really?
Yeah.
I've been on one. I wish, yeah, we'll go on one.
Yeah.
We'll go on one.
Why? Because you wished it was me?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, but I didn't. I thought that would sound weird if I said it like that.
No.
But you said it.
Like when you're like, remember when we did this? And I'm like,
wait, what?
When you're like, remember when we did this? I'm like, no, wasn't me. And you're
Well,
like, oh, but I like to think it was you.
Because in my memory, you were there in spirit. I'm just kidding.
Oh my God. I think your brother's blowing up your phone.
Is he really?
I just seen, well, just like text.
Jared? Oh, he's probably. What's today?
Yep,
Saturday? Oh yeah,
Saturday.
he's drunk just like us.
What's that? What's this?
Oh yeah, funny video. So.
Anybody here? I'm not talking about anybody here.
Then why are you getting at me for, huh?
Because I'm telling you, don't
Telling me
disrupt.
what?
Because you're wasting your time here.
Wasting my time?
Yeah,
I was in my fucking food, bitch.
You don't want to buy
Huh?
anything.
What are you gonna say to me?
You're the bitch.
I'm a bitch?
Yeah.
Huh? You gonna say that to me?
Fuck, they hit me.
She even laughed too. She was like, oh, that was embarrassing.
Literally, why is she yelling at the cashier and then she throws the Gatorade at the cameraman?
She completely misses.
And then the cameraman never gets her. Like, it got me a bitch. And then the guy there, she's like,
Oh
gosh.
man, classic.
Okay, oh, see,
Classic
that
gas
I
station
caught that
video.
again. I've been meaning to tell you about that.
What?
When we talk about something and like you're kind of done talking about it and you want to transition to something else, you go,
Yeah, call me out, why don't you? I never noticed that.
I edit this podcast and I'm like, oh, like it's, every time we do that, I'm like, the cringe city.
Well, now I know. Thank you for telling me, because now I'm not going to do it. I was like, call me out.
Oh, no, don't worry. When I edit, there's so many things that I do that I'm like, oh my God. That's why it's so hard for me to edit clips. And I'm sorry if you follow us on social media and we don't post clips every day, because it's like, it's literally hard for me to edit clips, because you got to understand, I edit the podcast and then I don't want to see the podcast again. So when I edit clips, it's just cringy, because I'm like, oh, I don't want to edit my stuff. We need to just hire somebody to do clips. If you want to do clips for us, let us know. Can't pay you nothing right now, but we'll work it out in the future. If you just love us.
We can pay you in jokes. We have 1 million inside jokes.
Yes, we'll pay you in our inside jokes. All right, let's watch one more video and we'll get out of here. This one, let's go a little bit of the spooky side. So this guy like has like this motion capture camera, and he started praying.
Soul of Christ, sanctify me. Body of Christ, save me, heal me. Within thy wounds hide me. Let me never be separated from thee. My Lord, you are all powerful. You are God. You are Father. We beg you, through the intercessions and help of the Archangel Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel, from the deliverance of our brothers and sisters who are enslaved by the evil one, all saints of heaven,
They look like they're
come
praying
to our
over
aid.
him.
anxiety,
That is just
sadness,
like so
depression,
shocking to
Look,
me.
look.
free us, Lord.
And he goes like that.
I got some
He
weird
touched him.
feelings down back of my neck and on my head. Couldn't see screen, I weren't looking, so
So the first almost looked like it was like clapping, but then it was like doing that, and then the second thing came and was like doing that, like it was praying over him, and then like went and touched his neck, and then he even went.
That was actually like really like beautiful, like in a way.
Right, like
I don't
eerie,
know.
like beautiful
It's
in
like-
an eerie way.
Yes,
yeah.
I totally agree. Yeah, that was. Oh man, that one got me.
Yeah.
You're gonna when you see this again, you're just gonna see me like.
Yes, I love to watch your reactions. Did you ever like do sleepovers or anything when you were little?
Yeah, my mom would let me go to some.
Oh, really?
Like if she really knew the person.
Oh, so like yeah, okay. And you have any memorable? Like, were they fun?
Yeah, they were fun. One time I fell asleep first, and they tickled my hand and made me touch myself with whipped cream. I literally got bullied at the sleepover.
Classic. Everybody like 30 and under, or not 30 and under, probably like in their 25 to 30s, 40s. I don't even know what I'm trying to say.
Just under 30.
Yes. Anyway, knows that experience of either doing that or that been done on them.
Yeah.
That's all I'm trying to say, and that took me 5 minutes to say it.
What about you? Have you had a sleepover?
So I never really did sleepovers when I was little. Never really. My parents never wanted me to go to people's house and sleep over. My parents never wanted anyone to sleep over our house. So it was I kind of grew up in the household like that. But there was one that because I was like already a little bit older, and we had like moved, so they were just kind of like, my parents I guess were kind of feeling bad for me, and I was barely making new friends because I literally had my friends, and they made me uproot my life and move somewhere else. So they were like, okay, yeah, you can stay over at the friend's house, and it was the worst thing ever. I was like a freshman in high school, and it was in like a country town or whatever.
Right.
And so after school, I just hung out with this friend, and I didn't I like in high school I was like straight edge. I didn't drink, I didn't smoke, I didn't do drugs, nothing like that. I would, still like to say partially that. But anyway, yeah, right away, right after school, this dude and his like brothers started pounding beers. They started smoking, weed and whatever. And I'm like sitting there like all shy and awkward, like I always am. And I'm just like, oh, and but me and this guy were friends because like through metal and stuff. So like it was cool. So we just like hung out and like, listen to like Slipknot and stuff or whatever. But the whole time they were like drinking and smoking, and I felt like I couldn't relate. So I was just like, it was just awkward.
Right.
And but anyway, the point of this is like I have always been the type where I'm like, I'm not gonna ask for stuff. Like if I'm offered something, I'll be like, oh yes, thank you, or no thank you. But like the whole night and the whole like next day into the morning, I literally didn't eat or drink anything because literally I didn't want to ask and nobody offered. So I literally went the whole after school. I guess the only time I ate was like at lunch in school.
Was there no parents?
No. This is the thing about living in the country. Like you have the parents on the land, you have the parents' house, and then literally they had a whole nother house for or mobile home or whatever for the boys. They're like, yeah, the 3 boys, they can just fucking live in that. We're over here, don't bother us. So like I guess they had to buy their own like groceries and stuff. So I don't even know if they had anything. And yeah, and I remember there was times where they were like getting Dr. Peppers out the fridge and they were like eating sandwiches and stuff, and I'm just over here like fucking growing up
offer you?
No.
They're
See that's what I've always thought about in my life, like because like I feel like I've always been like I should like looking back I should have been like more assertive, I guess, but I was always just like taught to be more polite and stuff and like not just like rummage through somebody's fridge or something, even though I had friends, and ironically friends that came from rich backgrounds and stuff. Like they'd come over to my house maybe once or twice when I was in high school, and literally the first thing they do is open our fridge because that was just like how they were taught, just people are taught different.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, yeah, should I have like been more assertive or asked, or should I just have like, is it their fault that nobody offered?
So first things first is definitely they were wrong to begin with for not offering you anything, but also too, you're a freshman, you're a kid, you probably
in a new
could've-
town.
In a new town, you probably could have approached it like jokingly instead of just straight up asking, like, "Can I have a sandwich?" You know, what sounds better? Can I have a sandwich? Or, dang, that looks pretty good. I don't know.
Okay, maybe.
That looks
Yeah,
pretty
see,
good.
I just look back and think like, I mean, I'm obviously am different now, and see, it took years of going through awkward situations like that to like, I guess, toughen me up or whatever. But I'd feel like I'd be more assertive now. But like back then, I was kind of a pussy.
Vinny now would be like, "Damn, you're gonna offer me one? Damn, you're gonna be over there just eating in front of me?"
Yes. Be like, what the fuck? But yeah, and I remember like even the next morning, I didn't ask or be offered nothing. And the next morning, but his name was, but he woke up because we had just all like crashed out in the living room. We were playing Xbox and like listening to music. So it like was a good time, man. It's the fact that like, you see, looking back now, maybe I should have drank some beers if they would have gave me that.
Yeah.
Maybe I would have, because that's the only thing they offered me was beer, and I'm like, no. Like maybe I should have been like, yeah, just to get a drink of something. And maybe I should have done all that, but and then I'm glad I didn't smoke or do any of that, because then I would have had the munchies. It would have ate. I would have been even more miserable. Jesus Christ! But I remember anyway. So we're waking up, and he freaking goes straight to the freaking fridge, opens it, gets ice, and pours the Dr. Pepper, and freaking chugs it. And is like, ah, and I'm like, my mouth's all cotton mouth and dry. Oh, why didn't I just ask for?
I'm pretty sure a simple "can I get one of those" would suffice. Like, really, you didn't open your mouth for shit.
If only we could go back in time, babe. But I don't regret anything, because it led me to you and our daughter. So
Yeah.
oh, that's pretty good, right?
Yes, I love it.
Yeah.
It's good. It's the best.
Anyway, we're getting a little off topic there.
Don't forget to like and subscribe if you have not already. You want to tell them about the Squanchy Show, babe?
Yeah, I got the Squanchy Show shit. Subscribe on Patreon.
And don't forget, we have merch on at CayVinUniverse.com. And follow us on all social media at CayVin Universe on all platforms. And then don't forget, for our wrestling fans, make sure you check out our Jobber Circle Wrestling. Hopefully we should be having something come out in the next week or so.
Nice. They're hitting our music, people. Thank you for watching. We really honestly appreciate it. Love you guys, and we'll see you next week.
Fuck you, Danny.